This building is really designed to be the hub of our campus. It's a dynamic plan for a building. It has three basic elements. It has social interaction and friendship in the campus center. It has classroom learning in high-tech, globally oriented classrooms. And it has residential life in really state-of-the-art dorms.
We always saw this building as a village. It was a collection of different functions all sort of put together in one building. And so it had a variety of things going on, and it was very exciting to imagine students coming in and doing one thing and then the next day doing another. Because the building's at a crossroads in the campus in an important location, it also had a main street. So we imagined a lot of flow through the building, and we've accommodated that very elegantly with wide hallways and social spaces. So you can imagine students coming into this building and just to see who's there and just to be part of the action that's in the building. Because people live there, they study there, they socialize there. It's everything.
The exterior design of the building was something we discussed a lot with campus. What we were looking to achieve was a building that was part of a family of buildings on campus that found cues from other buildings. We took our cues from Russell Hall, an old historic facility, which is probably the most cherished building on campus. One of the things that makes the facility a little bit more contemporary feeling, though, is the amount of glass. We've incorporated a lot of glass on the outside of the building to really help bring the outside of the campus to the inside of the building.
Hun is a warm and welcoming place, and there are lots of little homes for all kinds of people. They can all find their home, whether it's the gym or the theater or the international students in the international room. But there really isn't a space that's engaging that would draw all kinds of kids in, and they'd have a natural setting where they could have exchanges that would help everybody's understanding of the world and of each other. And I think the Global Commons will do that.
So you have a blueprint for a building. You have an idea of how the space is going to be used, how the students are going to interact with the space, what type of programming could be in the space. It's the same way with cultural competency at Hun. So we started with an idea that cultural competency is for every single student at Hun. Every single student has the ability to participate in a beloved community, which is what we're trying to create. And I think the Global Commons is also an extension of that beloved community. So we have a lot of students, international, domestic, from all over the world here, but just having students is not enough to have students have meaningful interactions with each other. So we've created this space where we're going to have programming, have interactions, have a shared living, learning environment. The Global Commons is a place where those things are going to be happening on a day-to-day basis. And it started with a blueprint.
The building is designed to address mind, body, and spirit. We have residential spaces which address the body. We have classroom spaces which address the mind. And we have an activity space which address the spirit.
Bringing those three elements together is what really distinguishes this building, because I think it offers something for every student on campus, day students, boarders. I think they'll all find it sort of a campus home.
In this new building, we will have on one side of a wall dormitory space where students are living and studying and doing everything that they would usually do at home. And then just on the other side of that wall, you have a bustling campus center where students are coming and going and hanging out and learning from each other. And we believe that that is so important to have those spaces right next to each other on campus. It's essential to the experience that they have here.
A lot of learning is built on friendship, and it's going to be really a building based on friendship among all kinds of students. It's going to be sort of our campus living room.
The activity space is designed to really celebrate the spirit. Students are going to get together. A wide variety of campus constituents are going to be using that space. It actively engages the outside of campus with patio and terraces around it. And the interior of the space itself is very welcoming with a high ceiling, exposed beams, and a lot of natural light with glass that really encourages experiencing the outside around the building.
This is a building with a real vision. This is not just a building that meets our practical needs. This is a building that is really about the future of education as we see it.
When designing technology for Global Commons, we were looking at features we definitely wanted to have in the building. One was a robust wireless system. The other was a technically advanced classroom space. Third was a display panel that brought in real-time communications from around the world for our students. And fourth, the iGlobe, so our students can interact in real time with the world around them.
One of the wild cards in this design was that students would live there full time. So you had this combination between students that would experience the building during the day only, but others who would treat that as their home. So we found that as an opportunity, an exciting opportunity to reinforce how students at the Hun School integrate with each other throughout their day and throughout their experience.
I think our whole mission with the Global Commons is to bring about cultural global understanding, cultural competence, and any exchange between the domestic and the international student will strengthen that for both of them. They'll start to see the world in a bigger, different way, and the world will get a little smaller for them, and they'll be ready to explore.
We live in a highly interconnected world, and because of that, I feel that it's imperative that we educate our students to be informed and responsible global citizens. I think it's very forward-thinking that the Hun School has made such a broad commitment to global education.